Hi folks, been a while. Mostly crushing deadlines. Small other news, about almost 2 months ago I did my intro flight for Black Shark Den, so that means entry level of basic grunt. Still need a lot of training qualifications before I can fly the proper missions and such. If you don't know what Black Shark Den is, it's one of the older squadrons around in DCS dedicated specifically for helos. Many squadrons, and by that I mean you join the squadron, you do some kind of basic qualifications, train together, do more serious stuff, possibly more to the Mulsum level. So often enough they have a helo squadron, of various airframes and whatnot. Black Shark Den is specifically only helos, and all the helos. I joined as a K50, obviously, might branch out later. They're more into standard practices of actual aviation, military type stuff, but it's not 100% Mulsum in terms of you don't have to call the guy above you captain, that kind of stuff. Just, you cooperate together, fly well, keep your brevity short. Slightly more serious than what you normally see me doing. But the missions they do, if you meet the minimum qualifications for that specific mission, are also more dedicated for getting certain more realistic results. So they have now released something called Helo World, which is a public server. So normally their servers are quite locked up per mission, per airframe, your squadron, very specific qualifications. Helo World is meant to be something a bit different, more public, more casual than their usual affair. It is not a persistent server like Rotoreds, although there are small elements that do carry over, like I think farm munitions carry over for 48 hours or something like that at the moment. And they caters for all the airframes, only helicopters, so no special slots for jets. Only helos, all the helos, including the UH-60, and you don't need any mods installed to work off this server. No password either, if I recall correctly. So only helos, and you can use the F10 menus to create different missions if they aren't already running, including troops in contact, which is just you need to support people up close, danger close, with enemies around. You can activate FOPs, push the boundaries further up. You can do maritime security patrolling for ships and that kind of thing. Which includes also sort of possible anti-submarine warfare, which is simulated, even though DCS doesn't technically have any dedicated, typical anti-submarine rigged naval airframes. You can also assault oil rigs, you can do some CTLD, CSAR, typical stuff. On the water there's also visit board search seizure, basically knocking on the door and saying, "Hi, I'd like to inspect your ship, kindly would you stop your engines?" And then you drop off troops and they go aboard and do things, which involves gunning them a bit to make them stop if they didn't do so already just with your presence and request. And then, as I said, dropping off troops, possibly waiting for the boat to get scuttled via a remote missile. I wouldn't expect this to be, you watching Call of Duty take place in a ship. Probably just maybe you see some infantry spawn on the ship, maybe not. And you get messages telling you what's happened, but still you get to do the flying parts. There's also sector control, which is a bit more, I want to say the typical DCS-ish area control, which people try and simulate with various scripts and techniques, and basically get all the raid forces out of a sector in a very specific area of the map, and then, blue controls it, if there are blues in the thing. And so you try and push the enemy back further and further. So it's not specifically about killing factory spawners and taking over airports, although that is part of it. It's more about just taking over the sectors. Now you'll notice they've placed it nicely in this, I want to say gully, but it's more of a valley. So these side-on sectors might seem like it's a very broad front. It's not as broad as you think, because if you want to go fight in those mountains, be my guest, but it'll be hell. But just take note that, yeah, down in this valley, it's also not that easy. There are SAM sites like SA2s around just to make your life a lot more difficult if you want to go really high, which you'd be tempted to do because this map is currently on Syria, which in this valley means you're fighting partially amongst towns, which is already hell to spot things, and also because, well, Samson, the Syrian assassin in these orchard bushes, hides very well where he can probably see you and you probably can't see him. So if there's a BTR-82 that goes and parks in there and suddenly puts 30 mil in you, yeah, that happens. So, this is not a full guide on how to use the server. You can do that easily enough. I've got links in the description where you can see the original YouTube introduction as well as the actual website explaining all the rules. You only need to read 1 or 2 pages really to understand the basics of what's expected, and the rest is just, you know, how to use a specific feature or mission tasking. There are specific comm frequencies, 250 in the moment for in general comms throughout, and as well as your specific mission that you're partaking in, there's also a comm channel for that in which you will hear the AI broadcast when they're under fire, under attack, maybe release flares, that kind of thing. And probably also for chatting amongst people in that mission. I would recommend, if there's multiple missions happening simultaneously, probably to avoid stepping on each other's comms, probably then chat on the task-specific channel rather than 250. For things like the Black Shark, you'll see that this is channel 10, so you've got to, you know, use the red knob on one of your secondary radios, hold in tune until the green light goes out, and you are, of course, using SRS for comms. Anyway, the website contains quite a bit of information about the various missions. I'm not going to demonstrate all of them right now, limited time, just having fun. And here you can see a compilation of my many, many deaths. There's Volk. Hope you enjoy the footage. Hope you enjoy the server. And the SA2 or whatever it is pretty unfriendly.
Yeah, we're trying to track it right now. Tango 6, 5, 3 contact, engaging. India 8, 4, 3 contact, engaging. We have a fob closer to the front line so we can repair if we need to. Tango 9, 5, enemy contact, engaging. Alpha 5. Enemy spotted. Advance to contact. Rifle. Alpha 5. Enemy contact. Engaging.
Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Pentangeli for K50 departing northeast. Folk rifle MBT.
India 6-3. In contact. Engaging.
Sector is under enemy control.
Folk rifle.
Tango
Rifle.
5. Enemy contact. Engaging.
Rifle.
Sector is being contested.
Rifle.
India 5-7. Receiving enemy fire. Taking action.
Rifle. Rifle.
Sector is being contested.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Sword folk.
Sword, go ahead.
There are at least 2 tanks busy zipping through the towns. Last spotted Ryak. Heading southward.
This out.
Warning. Under attack.
Sector is secure.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Rifle MET.
Warning. Under attack. Warning.
Rifle.
Under attack.
Tango 6-5. Enemy contact. Engaging. Rifle MBT.
Rifle. Rifle. All my missiles keep missing. It's like they've lost the ability to track a moving target.
My chart doesn't find anything.
Both tanks neutralized.
Tango 6-5. Enemy contact. Engaging.
Warning.
Rifle,
Under
infantry.
attack.
Alpha
Warning.
8-5.
Under
Enemy
attack.
spotted. Advance. India 5. 3. Enemy contact. Engaging. Taking fire. Close the airport. There are 2 BTRs here alongside the runway. Copy, try to engage. There's the next BMP coming from the north of the runway. From the northeast of the runway. So it makes sense to drop this. I'm giving overwatch. Okay. Drop. India 5-7. Receiving enemy fire. Taking action. Rifle on the BTR. Rearming complete.
Sword, you're taking fire.
Oh shit, I got shot down.
We got a Black Hawk down, we got a Black Hawk down.
Wrong channel. I was trying to warn you. There's a Falcon about to rifle on 2 BMPs at Bar Elias from the south. Rifle times 2. Shack times 2.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
We got a Black Hawk down, we got a Black Hawk down.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Pentagali Farb, Sword, Single Apache, lift off to the west.
Folk rifle BMP.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Full rifle BMP. They are deploying dismounts. Shack 2 BMP, dismounts appear dead.
Tango 6-5, enemy contact, engaging. Sword, go ahead.
Did you take out the T-90 near, what is it, the airport, Ryak, I think?
I'm just checking, can't see it in the moment, I have no tally, but I'll check it out.
It was on the map, it disappeared. I have eyes on something, but it might be a wreck, it's not locking.
Cover's by Ryak Airport, who just flew over that mountain. There's an SA-2 below you guys.
SA-2 where?
Right below whoever just came over those mountains.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
I'm at the airport, I'm getting lased.
Under attack.
Rifle on the T-90.
Under attack.
Two T-90s are directly west of the airport of the...
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Short for rifle.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Rifle. Alpha 5, 6, enemy spotted. Alpha 5, receiving enemy fire, taking action.
The sector is secured.
Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
We got a Black Hawk down, we got a
Under
Black
attack.
Hawk
Enemy
down.
contact,
Warning.
engaging.
Under attack.
Sector is under enemy control.
Where hard did we just lose an Apache?
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Go on, I'm crossing a line of fire.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. INU failure. No nav data. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack. Radar altimeter failure. Doppler
Cheers.